YouTube faithful, what's going on? It is Wednesday, winning Wednesday. Taco Tuesday yesterday was a bust. Literally 2 tacos sold, only 2 cashed. Alexander, the play of the day, which if you watched my TikTok shorts or my YouTube shorts, you would have saw Alexander's PRA, the Goblin. They ended up making him a taco. He did cash that as well because he respects coin. You can see here we paired him up with Jalen Green at the live stream. I also had a couple other pairs with him. I had these two for the first half, which we talked about, Dinwiddie, Tobias Harris, and Sabonis. And then I had Shai with Denny Avdija, which was a push there. Overall, yesterday, I ended up losing coin because whenever 2 tacos sell, that's just how the day's going to be. Even though the other 2 cashed, it was basically like a break-even day, but I actually lost a couple bucks because Jimmy Butler was paired with Mikal Bridges. Jimmy Butler, I was all in on the narrative, like I said on this video, and he absolutely sold. You know, we wanted dog Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy Butler, and we got Fruity Pebble Jimmy Butler. It is what it is. It's just something, you know, we thought they would show up. The whole team didn't show up. It was absolute poverty top to bottom, but that was yesterday. Let's talk about today. I got roughly 3 to 5 plays. We're going to go through it, and the popular play tab today unfortunately has a couple of the plays that I like in regards to Quentin Grimes, Justin Edwards, Tyrese Haliburton, Luka Doncic. I mean, there's not a lot of games today, so that's to be expected. The first person we're going to talk about today is Luka, and I think his 29.5 points has a little bit of meat on this bone. Remember, I've been using Pick Finder to make my lineups here with the YouTube to show you guys because it's a newer app and it's got a ton of value. You can see right out of the gate, Luka Doncic 3.5 3-points made, average 10, last 5 80%, last 10 80%, last 15 66%. Head-to-heads are 80%, okay, and his points is even more crispy, pretty much 80%, 80%, 66%, 80%. So we know we're getting historically good value here. Either one of these two are in the mix, but the one that I'm giving for the YouTube video is a curveball because I will definitely be having this, but the 25.5 first half PRA, it's just a little bit too low for what he's been doing, guys. This was a wagon last season. It's coming up to be a wagon again, so it seems. So Luka's first half PRA, you can go right in the mix there. Look at this, 27, 38, 32, 27, 27. It's going to be a staple. And then over here on Parlay Play, they have a boost for Luka's points at 24.5. And I'm going to be making a Parlay Play lineup because PrizePicks has been bumping everything today like it's their job. And technically it is their job, but whatever. So let's look at Luka's first half PRA. And my favorite feature we got the similar players bang. And you can see only 3 of 38 have hit the over. I'll get in this spot, but you know what? None of these guys are Luka. Lillard, Green, Josh Giddey, a similar archetype to Luka where he stuffs the stat sheet. Trae Young, not so much, but Giddey's here got there, and that's pretty much it. James Harden, he got there, another type of guy that stuffs the stat sheet, so I think that's fine. And then if you look at the points, you can see only 5 of 38 have hit 29.5. They're actually playing solid defense, but they are 24th. They are allowing 24 points allowed. They are ranked 13th. Other than that, Indiana Pacers used to be a fast-paced, sneaky game, but now they're playing some D, so we got to adapt. But I am going to have 2 shares of this, so for now, put that in there. Now, when you take first half plays, you want to separate them from everything else, meaning if you're going to take any other first half plays, you take them together because you don't want your day to be ruined by a first half. Now, sometimes the first half hits and the full game doesn't, but, you know, that's gambling, like Dylan Brooks yesterday. 8 points in the first half to cash us, but then in our full game lineup, he decided to sell. Now, real quick, if you notice, I'm adorned in the Pirates gear today, baby. I got the Nosy, got the Pirates hat. Tomorrow's opening day. Here's the thing. The camera makes a little bit weird, but I had to wear it today. It's tradition. I'm wearing it. I'm supposed to wear it tomorrow, but I'll be out of town. I will have a video tomorrow, but I just won't be in town. So I won't have access to this sexy jersey. And believe you me, comment guy, this is hitting. This is hitting. This outfit's hitting. Now let's talk about number 2. Number 2, Quentin Grimes, baby. Quentin Grimes. He got him at 35.5 earlier. They bumped him up to 36.5. He's not going to be playing a better matchup than the Washington Wizards. So since they bumped him up to 36.5, we're going to take him over here at 29.5. But remember, I told y'all we're doing a lineup over here on Parlay Play, and I told you the truth. He's 34.5 over here. We're going to go ahead and put him in there. So we got, so if we were to do these two together, you would see it's 2.26, but we're not done building. That is with the payout boost. They also have a payout boost on Grimes flat points, or PRA here at 1.11. I'm not going there. I'm taking the 34.5. Haliburton. Okay, now we have options with Haliburton. His 9.5 assists looks crispy. I got him projected for roughly 10, but his RA, PrizePicks pulled it off because they're PrizePicks, but 13.5 RA. I think we can take a shot here, and this would put it at 3.7 if we added those three in, and we are not done. We will come back to that. Okay, so this is 2x on PrizePicks, and then we were just talking about Haliburton. I don't think they have his RA up here anymore. They did earlier. It was 13.5, but you can see his assist is 10. It does have push equity, but the favorite line for this, since they took off 13.5, is this goblin. I know it's two goblins. Well, yeah, because PrizePicks is moving the lines. This video's earlier than I normally do videos, and PrizePicks is still moving the lines, so it is what it is. Whenever they have multiple ranges too, like look, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, alarm bells should be going off in your head. Okay, something's fishy here, but I do think the goblin's okay. And then if they still have it on here, do they have the 1.5 steals? That is also good. They don't have it on here. They took off his 1.5 steals. Whatever, man. Like I said, PrizePicks is just hating today. But you can see here, even his 2.5 3-pointers could be considered as well. I don't really love that too much, but it's something to consider, guys. For Haliburton, I'm just taking him over here on ParlayPlay at 13.5. If you want to get even more conservative, you can take the 9.5 assists, or you can take his 13.5. I think it's even lower. You can go to 11.5. And then they do have his 1.5 steals over here at 1.6. This is also a good line over here on ParlayPlay. So we'll keep it moving. Now, Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic is coming back into the mix today, supposedly. So that's going to cause havoc with Jamal Murray's lines and everything else. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do there. We'll have to wait for the live stream, but there is going to be opportunity there that I will just say that. Same thing with Giannis out. There's going to be opportunity today with both of those teams. And now the third option that I like is actually Kawhi Leonard's points. Okay, you have two options here. Did they put his fantasy score up yet? Let's see. Yeah, they finally put Leonard's fantasy score up to 40. It was at 36 last time we took it. He has been a cash cow on this. If you did want to take his fantasy score because it's been cashing, I wouldn't begrudge you a bit, okay? But his points at 22.5 have a little meat on the bone still. I think he can still get 23 points. You can see there he's been a cash cow, but you have to make the option here. It's either Kawhi Leonard or James Harden. James Harden's PRA, well, they already bumped that too. It was 34.5. Now it's 35.5. So, man, I'm telling you, PrizePicks is just not it today. We do have a payout boost on PrizePicks, so just load up on those goblins. But let's see right here. Harden, we'll be able to get Harden at a good price over here, guaranteed. Yep, 34.5, 1.75. That's totally fine. So you can get him over here. And then the fifth option is going to be, where did he go? RJ Barrett. He was at 5.5 on PrizePicks earlier, and they bumped him to 6 as well because they're greedy. But you can see here he's 5.5 here, and these would be the 5 candidates that I like for Parlay Plizzle. Now remember, if you use code CRUSH on ParlayPlay, you're gonna get a free square, a deposit match up to 100, but most importantly, 30 days in my Discord, where you'll get my projection sheets, my fantasy projection differential sheet, my slips, my playlist, access to the live streams and the community role members and the chat and more. Get in the mix, especially before MLB, because we're cooking with grease during MLB season, trust. But right here, we get 5 of 5. We're getting 11.4x. If you wanted to insure it, it would be basically 5x for 5 of 5 or 1.2. I don't recommend insuring. We're just going to go for the full shebang, 5 of 5, okay? Take out or add whatever you want to do. You can do Luka and Grimes as a 2-man or any of those. This is the parlay play slip today. Remember, links in the description, code CRUSH, get in the mix, papa. And if you can find these on Chalkboard or Sleeper, you can take those too. The promo code is CRUSH as well. Get in the mix on that too. Send me that email, claim your 30 days, and let's cook together. Live streams are hitting. All right, so now we looked at Luka. We're going to use Pick Finder, and we're going to keep on looking, baby. And we're going to look at RJ Barrett, and you can see here his rebounds. It's at 6 now on PrizePicks, but you can see he's averaging 6.4 for the last 10, differential of 0.4, 80% last 5, last 10, 70%, last 15, 16%, but head to head, he's only got it 33% of the time, Cap. Oh no. Well, remember, Quickly's out of the mix. Brooklyn Nets are garbage. My projection model has him getting a crispy 6.2 and 20 points. So you could be looking at his RA if you wanted to. But let's look at the similar players, you can see 9 of 45 have only hit. Okay, Klay Thompson, Max Christie, Ben Shepherd, Drew Holiday, Dyson Daniels. How about Dyson Daniels and Dinwiddie yesterday, guys? What a call on this tube. 3 steals for Dyson, 6, 8, 9 assists for Dinwiddie. Bang, bang. If Butler didn't sell yesterday, this YouTube was pretty much a sweep. But we fell for the narrative and Butler sold. Fruity Pebble Butler, we won't be making that mistake again. Take a look at the defense. Rebounds allowed, they're 12th to his rank, but he's not a shooting guard. He's a small forward, as you see. All these guys are playing 2s and 3s. It just depends. The stat sites that track them, they don't even know what to classify him at. But the point is, rebounds allowed, he can get this all day. In fact, his RA and his PRA could be considered as well. You know what I'm saying? Assist allowed, they're ranked 28th, but I'm just going to stick with the rebounds on Parlay Plizzle at 5.5. I think it's crispy. I loved it on PrizePicks, but you know, PrizePicks had to move it. So this is the 2x2 man on PrizePicks today. You got your parlay play 5 man. Now listen, when you're watching these videos, don't just sit there. If you want to tail direct, sure, but also you should be using it as a be like, okay, this is what he's thinking, this is the process. Now look at what you think and then go from there, man. If you don't have to take the full 5, mix and match, get creative, sprinkle it around, baby. Sprinkle it around. Life is short. Take some sprinkles. Let's look at James Harden. Look at his points. Only 33% of the time head to head, 90% over in the last 10, last 15, 66, but his PRA even at 35.5. Take a look at these, buddy. Take a look at the range of outcomes, and this is at 35.5. We're taking it at 34.5 on Parlay Play. Look at this. Last 5, 80%, last 10, 90%, last 15, 80%, 2025, 60%, head to head, 50%. Similar players, only 11 of 33 have hit though, but you can see the scrubs, Dinwiddie, Williams, Hardy, Jordan Poole, LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball's like Harden, stuffs the stat sheet, bang, hit with a crispy 38. Curry, bang, with a crispy 40. Scooty Henderson, not Barnes, 35. A Luka, 51. A Curry again. I mean, John Morant, Tyrese Maxey. The point is, the studs have been hitting it versus them. So I'm going to take a shot on James Harden. He's over there on Parlay Play. Remember, this is the new trendy wave, the pick finder, baby. They got that similar player tool. They got all the minutes played, everything you can see. Check this out real quick. You're looking at his points. You're looking at his range of outcome. You want to see exactly who was on the court and how many minutes they played? Bang. Okay. Leonard, 37 minutes, 23. Zubac, 17. Harden, 36 minutes. Powell, 27. I mean, it's right here. And they got the other side for you as well. It doesn't get more crispy than this. And he just played them on March 7th. Look who was on the court. Leonard, Zubac, Harden, Dunn, Bogdan, and Batum. And on the other side, everybody but Brunson was in the mix, and you can see he still got there. Mr. Harden was able to put up a crispy 27, 3, and 7. So his PRA, as we showed on Parlay Play, is right there in the mix. We looked at Barrett. Let's take a look at Haliburton and kick rocks. Okay, you can see this is the sexiest play you can see. Make it 9.5, and my goodness, look at this, chat. Look at this, 10 of 10, 100%, last 15, 73%, 2025, 40%. We're getting old, Hallie. If we look at similar players, 5 of 39 have hit. Look at Giddey, just dropped 17 dimes on him. If Giddey can drop 17 dimes and Dame Lillard can drop 10 dimes, can Hallie get the 10 piece for us? Even Brunson got there. So you can see this tool is worth its weight in gold because you could look at all the similar archetypes, the James Hardens, the Jalen Brunson, see how many assists they dropped in how many minutes, and I'm loving it. They might as well call Captain Crush McDonald's right now because I'm loving it, baby. Look at this, Giddey, 27 RA. Can Haliburton get the crispy 14 to cash? Listen, if you don't want to take the RA, you just take 9.5 assists. This just pays more, okay? You got to get on Parlay Play, man. You got to use them all. You can't be like, oh, I banned this one because I didn't win there. Guys, you got to be on all of them. You never know where the value is going to be. If you take the assist instead of the RA, it drops it to 10x. You don't, it's still 11x. So either one is fine. You know what I mean? It's more likely he's going to get 10 dimes than 14 RA, hence the payout. But these are all as crispy as it's going to get, man. This has got to hit, folks. So you can see right here the finalized slip I submitted. Luka's points boost. It's a max of 20 when you use these boosts. James Harden, 34.5. RJ Barrett, 5.5 rebounds. Haliburton, 9.5 assists. Remember, if you want the 12x, it's 13.5 RA. And then I did Grimes at 29.5 PRA, but you can take him at 34.5 here and it'll pay you 12x. I just went conservative because this is pretty much 10x. 20 to win 190. I'm fine with that. Mix and match these however you want, guys. Don't forget the link is code CRUSH. Get in there. You don't have to take all 5, but mix around. Make sure you get that Luka boost. Pair Barrett, whichever one you want. And then over here on PrizePicks, we got the 2x wonder right here with his first half PRA. Grimes' PRA, okay? Now, we're not taking Harden at 35.5 because PrizePicks is taxing. Maybe you could take his 21.5 points here. Kawhi Leonard's points would be fine. There's a lot of role players today that you're going to have to make decisions on. I think Brook Lopez has to be considered today with no Giannis. He could be in the mix for a big game. His points, PRA, not exactly sure what I want to do there yet. I mean, we just got a lot of news today, guys. Tatum's out. Giannis is out. A lot of studs are out. I mean, we got to look at Boston. It could be Jaylen Brown. 22.5 points. You could take Jaylen Brown 22.5 points and run it back with Devin Booker. Think Devin, oh, they bumped Devin Booker to 25, but that is definitely in play right there. 19.5. Gotta love it. But this is the main two-piece and that parlay play. PrizePicks is taxing. It's early. I'm going to need more time. I am traveling today to Dallas, Texas, because me and my wife fly out to Florida tomorrow to go to my parents' house because my little sister is getting married. So I will be traveling home, all for the next 4 days. I return Monday, but I will still be pumping out the content for you guys. Don't worry. We're going to talk about one more play and we're going to wrap it up. But before I do, let me tell you how to get this promo with MLB season coming up tomorrow. CaptainCrush.net. You go to the gold package, $24.99 a month, but I got a promo for first timers right here. You click subscribe. The promo is ironically MLB. All caps, hit apply, $14.99 for your first month for new members. If you were in the court for MLB last season and you don't like NBA and you want to come back, you know we cooked MLB. I think it was 9 or 11 days in a row, straight cash, no chalk at all. 9 or 11 days, and in 3 of those days was 3 6-man demon lineups because MLB, we were surgical. Hopefully we can do it again this season. A lot of people in the court under the role members cooking. Spartan's gonna have his sleeper lineups come back. I do player projections just like I do for NBA for MLB. These are my NBA projections. They look like this. Plus I have a fantasy sheet. You'll get my playlist and everything else, but most importantly, access to the live stream. So come give it a shot. There probably will be a live stream today, even though I'll be in a hotel room. It's just going to be probably 6:30 Central instead of 5:30 Central because I got a long drive. Might even be 7, so we might be focusing on the late night hammers, but it's fine. Now, the last play I want to talk about was found via Pick Finder, and it is Jamal Murray less 4.5 rebound. Okay, you can see versus Chicago he had 5. He had 4 versus Houston, 4 versus Portland, 6 versus Washington. But remember, Joker is most likely playing. I know Giannis is off the court, but I don't see him getting 5 rebounds today. I think he can do a lot of shooting and everything, but you can see here with Joker on the court, he gets all the rebound chances. Next would be Michael Porter, then Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's supposed to be playing as well. Westbrook. Jamal Murray's all the way down here at the bottom with 7 potential rebounds per game. So he's gonna have to get basically all of his potential rebounds to go over this line. So I am going to take under. You can see versus Milwaukee, he hasn't gotten 5 rebounds except for once, and that was all the way back in 2023 where he had 6 defensive rebounds. So I'm going to take less on it. Remember, you can see this via Pick Finder. You can see similar players have been going over shooting guards, which Jamal Murray is basically a point guard, let's be honest. They've been hitting versus Milwaukee, 25 versus 44. Why? Because Milwaukee gives up everything to guards. They're 30th. They're dead last in rebounds to guards, but this is shooting guards. He's a point guard. Regardless of how you want to classify Jamal Murray, I don't think he's going to get 5 rebounds today. Now, even when I didn't have Joker in, I only had him getting 4, okay? But you can see similar players have been stacking up the rebounds against them. Buddy Hield, Isaiah Joe, Kaysen Wallace, Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect. But like I said, I'm just hoping Jamal Murray slides back into a scoring and facilitating role, not necessarily crashing the boards with guys like Gordon and Joker in the mix. So that would be the final one, guys. Make sure you check out Pick Finder. Use code CRUSH, you get 10% off for life, not just one time, but for life, the whole thing. So it's going to give you that discount the entire time you have it. It is a solid application, a big time saver, which is what we want. Now look, if you look, you can see all these guys. Aaron Gordon played 33 minutes. Michael Porter, 10 rebounds. Joker, 14 rebounds. And that was with Giannis grabbing 19. So if you did want to take over here, I would take, because of this, the 25 of 44, I would take the alternate line at like 3.5. But again, I think under is the move at 4.5. I think that's hitting. I think that's the way to go. Make sure you use that parlay play. Don't forget about Underdog too. Underdog, I have it loaded here. Underdog and Chalkboard. They have a slew of lines today. Don't just be tribalistic to PrizePicks, but we do have a boost today on PrizePicks. Sign up with any of my partners. I got you with 30 days of the cord. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.